それでは戦場へ向かいましょう。
Hello everyone, this is Ninja Guy _12 here, bringing you the full armor Gundam Thunderbolt. Now I just kind of have it painted in my personal colors, and they look pretty good, to be honest. But kind of just basically sucking myself off at that point. But if you guys have any questions concerning, the colors that I've used, please let me know in the comments down below, along with any GB02 requests you might want to have. And also, consider joining my Discord, which is the link down below in the description. So, the full armor Gundam Thunderbolt is a 500-point raid at level 1. It is only space use only, and there's only 2 levels of it as of this recording on the 17th of August. So, there's a level 1, 500 cost, level 2, 550, and I'm using the 500 if I'm not mistaken, in Space Fortress Interior, and well, I don't do too shabby. That's pretty good, to be honest. Yeah, unfortunately missed that swing, but he's an idiot, and he basically just lets himself get killed here. So, great job. I'm going to spam my missiles at you. So, this thing has gotten some shit, unfortunately. I mean, it's still technically a good mobile suit. Like, I mean, there's a few issues, but this is not a terrible mobile suit by any means. I've used it before, even before they did all the buffs to it, and I still liked it. And, well, I mean, that's probably because it was the only 500 space suit that I owned, so that's probably why. But I still think this is a good raid. Though, but I feel like at 550, you might as well use something else at that cost. But 500 is still a good raid to pick. So let's go over the weapons quickly. It has its own unique version of the double beam rifle. I don't really know the kind of specifics, but I mean, they basically are the same, to be honest, between the full armor and this version. I mean, this kind of has a different name because it has the Thunderbolt label on it. It has its own specific beam saber, which is fine, nothing much to it. I'll go ahead and finish off this suit here. It has multiple sub-weapons. It has the pretty terrible rocket launcher on the left arm, underneath the shield, which isn't the best, to be honest. You have the 6-tube missiles on the back left of the machine, which are fantastic. That's probably like one of the best highlights about this machine, are those missiles. They do a lot of damage, they shoot really fast, and they reload really quickly. So that's probably the best thing about this suit. You also have the kind of chest missiles, if I'm not mistaken. I probably am wrong about that, but you also have those missiles on top of those, and then you also have the beam cannon on the right side of the backpack, which is also the other highlight of this machine as well. Because the beam cannon does a lot of damage, though, obviously. It does have a kind of long cooldown if you don't have auxiliary generators, because I didn't really put on auxiliary. I had more quick loaders, since I do use the missiles more, because I'd rather have missiles over the beam cannon in some situations. But that's kind of my personal opinion. And I think the reason why this suit gets a lot of shit is it's just like not a very fun raid. What Salty Walty discussed about the turning speed, I think this is a pretty acceptable turning speed when you compare the turning speed of 72. Like, it pretty much it's like 20 movements or like turning speed higher than like supports. Basically has the kind of same turning speed. The reason why it takes so long to turn, like it is right now for me, and also because I have a fucked up controller, is also because you gotta consider you have 4 giant shields. Well, not giant. I mean, they're basically like the shields the Gundam has, you know, without the kind of cross on it. But basically, you have 4 shields on you. Of course, that's gonna weigh you down and make things harder for you. Like, of course, like turning speed isn't really going to really affect you if you can't get rid of those shields. That's why I don't have any shield reinforcement parts on this thing, because you don't want any like your shields to last long, because you're not going to be as nimble. So that's kind of my opinion on that. But let's say even then, okay, let's say the shields take up 10 movement, or like 10 turning speed per shield. So that's 40 movement speed. So technically you be moving, or you be turning at around 32, which again, that's kind of terrible. It's worse than supports, which makes sense. I mean, you have 4 shields on you, so like, it's not like you could do anything, which that might actually change in the future, because if I'm not mistaken, the devs did mention that they're adding, or trying to implement a system where you could actually like purge the armor off for the Full Armor Gundam Thunderbolt, which would mean you would technically have the turning speed that it actually says it does, because you could just purge off all the armor that's basically weighing you down, so that, you know, you wouldn't have these 4 shields up your ass. But I feel like if you do, then I don't know what your ranged weapon would be. I guess Vulcans? I don't remember. No, I don't think this thing has Vulcans. So basically you would just have one wimpy beam saber to basically protect you. Now this thing, it has a kind of few differences between most raids. For one, this thing only has 2 swings, when pretty much every raid at this cost basically has 3 swings. So yeah, but at least this thing has a dodge roll, so that's quite nice. And basically I think this is more for like range build, if I'm not mistaken. But I have not checked the stats in a while, so I don't know. And unfortunately I die here again, but yeah, we still win this match, thankfully. I also forgot to mention I'm playing with a buddy, aka the real Punzi. Not mistaken. Yeah, I'm playing with him. He's in the Unit 4 BST, and basically we were able to make the comeback because unfortunately one of our teammates decided, you know, the last 2 seconds, you know, we already had a pretty fair balanced team. This has changed myself to be a Full Armor Gundam Thunderbolt, so yeah, we still won despite the fact of us having 2 Full Armor Gundam Thunderbolts. So yeah, what fun. I guess we move on to the design of full armor, and I quite like it. I prefer this over the original full armor, where it just has a much cooler backpack, and you know, the shields. Though I feel like the shields on the backpack aren't as necessary, to be honest. Like, I don't think it needs 4 shields. I think 2 is max. But that's my opinion. You guys could tell me yours in the comments below. And if I'm wrong, if you have a different opinion about why the turning speed on this suit sucks, you can also leave that in the comment section down below. But otherwise, I feel like this is a perfectly fine raid at 500, not so much at 550. But otherwise, that's pretty much it in my match in the Full Armor Gundam Thunderbolt in my personal colors. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and commentary, and I will see you guys in the next commentary or video. Later, everyone.
This 戦闘報酬です。